Hi, Pep. Do you remember before the Chelsea game at Stamford Bridge, you did an interview with Sky, and they asked you how Erling Haaland has adapted, and you said he's done really well, but in previous years you had the extra man in the middle because of the false nine, and now the extra man is up front, so you had to make some adjustments. Could you explain what those adjustments are? What have you had to change this season to make it all fit together?
The one more man in the middle. When Kai Walker attacked 2 or 3 times against United, for example, in the position, the 8th position, we have one more man in that position, in the middle. So when you have an extra players in the middle, you have moved them better. Otherwise, they are more control, and the different from United, the way they defend is completely different than Spurs, for example. So the spaces will be in other positions. It's fine where they are. And but we play with extra player, 1 or 2 players with Erling playing in the game. So it's not. It depends how we move the people from in the middle and behind to create these spaces. And sometimes we read, sometimes I don't enough clever to tell to the players or bad decisions to do what you have to do, and sometimes we struggle a little bit more.
The team has gone on long winning runs before, I think 2 15-game winning runs, 180. Given the gap being 8 points, do you feel you've almost got to be almost perfect now in the league between now and the end of the season if you're going to win the title? I
said before, so now we are not in the time to think how many games you have to win the next one, or try to win it. Always when we have done this round of 15, 18 victories in a row, we never thought we are going to do this. So this will be wrong. So it's prepare Spurs what they do. Strong team mentality and great comebacks and never give up, with a lot of quality in all departments, and excellent manager, so competitor. So this is what you have to be focused.
And you've also always said that securing a top 4 place is the priority, getting Champions League football for the following season. Do you think with Arsenal being, obviously they're going to be in the top 4, United, Newcastle, Tottenham behind you, are you in the battle for a top 4 place?
Every year have been like that, yeah.
But do you think now more so than ever with the increased competition from Newcastle?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So it's because it's been a given, isn't it, every year that you'll get in the top 4, but is it not
I said many times. So when I came here and I said we are in the top 4, and I was congratulating ourselves and the team, the people say, "Oh, it's false. This guy is false." It's normal. You have to win the Premier League in November, December. Always is difficult. So always I give you a lot of credit when qualify for the next 10, 11 years in Champions League every season. But it's not about great Champions. Next game to try to make a consistency in our game, to try to win the game. This is what you have to do.
Hi, Pep. You spoke about the players adapting to Erling, and there was a couple of times on Saturday in the derby that he made runs in behind and the players didn't play the pass. Is that one of the things that they maybe need to learn to
Not
change?
just him. Always I believe we scored a goal because we make movements in behind, and it was 4 players in the box, and we need more runners, but not just Erling. So because we have just Erling, will be controlled for 2 or 3 central defenders. So we need more players in that position. Yeah, definitely.
But is there still a case that certain players, that when Erling makes that run, they need to learn play that pass straight away?
We have done it. So how many goals has scored Erling so far?
27.
Yeah, we have done it. You have to do it more often, but not just him. So we didn't have since many years many players in the position attacking midfielder like a runners in the big distances. We score every year a lot of goals, a lot, with many players scoring, and we have to try to do it. When we arrive in certain positions, we need movement.
Hi, Pep. If Stones and Diaz are fit for tomorrow, I think...
Sorry?
If Stones and Diaz are fit for tomorrow, I think that will be the first time this season you had a fully fit squad. How important is that going to be for not just rotation, but for players putting pressure on each other to push each other?
Yeah, it's good they are fully fit. Yeah, that's good. Now they have to compete themselves to the benefit for the team and find the best solution. Yeah.
And because you've got Arsenal ahead of you, but you've also had so much success by players pressuring each other basically and putting pressure on each other to keep the place in the team. Is that going to be the key to kicking on?
I think we know each other quite well, many years already. So the players, myself, staff, myself to the players. So we don't have to discover. No, I know them perfectly. When they are performing well, they are doing well. So let's do it. And I have to admit that in a tough game against United, we behave more than well. We didn't win, yeah, happened, but we performed really, really well in the previous games when we played against Leeds, against Chelsea the second half, not the first, and Chelsea FA Cup and the other one. We performed really, really, really well, not far away, but they are a team. So I learned in my time as a manager, even as a football player, but especially as a manager, that I'm not alone in this world. I'm not the only team. We can do good things. There are opponents, they can do things too. And sometimes I give you credit to them, not doesn't mean you are bad. So another one is better, you have to admit it, and this is the target you have to achieve. And this is not a problem. The problem is, okay, what do you have to do tomorrow to do it? So it looks like when a team loses a game or perform well, it's not good, it's because, everything is I think it's not the case. There are teams that they are good too, and you have to accept it.
Do you enjoy the problem solving in moments like this, or do you find it quite a stressful process?
I prefer that. No, I don't prefer. I prefer to be 8 points in front. Don't misunderstand me, but I like to handle the situation. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I stress when I don't feel. I don't have no solution. I don't know what happened. That yes, but always I had the feeling that I know the reason why it doesn't work, and the players will know it when they know it.
And you probably don't care what's sort of said and written about you, but do you find it a bit frustrating that the moment you're not maybe scoring goals, everyone talks about Erling Haaland, whereas do you feel like there's actually maybe other areas of the team where other players need to be delivering more?
Yeah, but it's good. It's a benefit for us. It's the same time when everything we win because we have Erling, so not even it was like this, not even like that. So we have to do to Erling score goals. We have to play better. So we have our game, our principles, like for the way the shape we played the last two games didn't help to Erling to score goals. It's simple. Like we have too many players outside there and few players inside. Without players inside, you cannot defend and you cannot play good. And this is mainly the problem. You can make, especially in the halfway in the final third. In the build-up, you can be more wider if you believe it.
Yeah.
But in the middle, in the final third, you have to be players. If Erling is alone there, we are not going to score goals. It's impossible. So, and always we have been in the past, in the final third, always incredible, good movements, in the small spaces. And now we don't have it. In the last two games, I would say my fault. I didn't make them understand or they good that the way you have to attack.
In the pressure you have, I suppose you need a quick solution because of Arsenal's position. This is not something that can go on for.
Listen, the fact that I think what you have to do doesn't mean it's going to happen. So I would say no. I don't know what happened. No, I think what happened, but that doesn't mean so. I said before, so I want to fight for the, for all the titles and for the Premier League with 60 points left to play and many tough games for everyone. So we're going to fight, but we can lose. Yeah, we cannot win. So I never believed before the years before when we arrived in September, October, November. So City is going to win for how much spent. Well, now the people understand that the last 5 or 6 years we are the 7th team net spend in this country and the 12 or 13 in Europe, so we are not the only one. But anyway, the situation is that, I said many times, so our standards, people believe, and after what happened, what happened that City is not on the top of the league? It can happen, huh? And there's a team like have been fantastic so far, and this is not a problem. It's accepted that they are when a team is better, and what do we have to do to try to be there? And the only way is not waiting what they're going to do against United on the next games. Try to win our games, to try to play in better, and defend better, and have what they have to do. About the mentality, well, your colleague said, so I think it's not about that. It's not about that, because you see a game against United or the previous against Chelsea or the other games, tough games, we behave really, really, really well. But you have always a belief. When we lose a game, the tendency is to say, we don't run. The tendency is a mentality. The tendency is no fight. Always I believe there is a tactical reason, like doesn't help, either help them or don't help to be perfect. And in our game, one or two missed positions, not correct, after we struggle. We are not a team like follow man-to-man, transitions. We have to be everyone, do it appropriately. So good pass to the central defender, to the right back, outside, inside. That process, doing well in the right moment, helps to do everything. You do it incorrect that, not do. Against Southampton is a big proof. We did not really well. That process, and after you look like you don't run, and after you look like you are no mentality, and after you believe you don't care, it will be easy for me to say, guys, you don't run. Yeah, they want it. They want to perform well. Sometimes I didn't choose properly, maybe the players or maybe the way. It depends on the way defend, the way we have to do. And this is only I'm concerned. When it is a challenge, that is I like it. So because make me feel, I have to back again. I have to find something to help the team to get better. Because I'm the main responsible. So when the players don't play good, when I have the desire to do it, it's because something wrong in my decisions. I have to find it. Because here people don't wait. So people don't live about our memories, how good they are in the last part. When I will die, after we'll talk about how good was Pep. That's for sure. But since we are here, people expect to perform well and win the games and try to find the weak. Otherwise, Pep out. So this is how it works our job. And I want to Pep in. And I want to stay here. This is what I want. And for that, I have to win games. I have to be there and there and then in all competitions.
Hi, Pep. You obviously know the players better than anyone else. How do you assess their confidence at the moment? Having, you've just said it's maybe down to tactics or personnel. Is their confidence really good at the moment, despite the results?
But listen, when we are used to be there all the time and winning. But I said, against Liverpool, we were 1 or 2 times in this position in the past, with maybe less games left to play, still to play. So we are new in that position. But of course, we are happy, all of us, when everything is good and when you are new, you think more and what you have to do. But they train really well. The last days, that is my feeling, and we are able to try it. That is for sure.
A couple of seasons ago, when you had a couple of difficult results, Fernandinho got everyone together, all the players, and kind of raised their spirits. Has anyone in the squad done that, or do you think there's not a particular need to do that at the moment?
The quality of the dressing room is exceptional. It's exceptional. Exceptional. That times I don't have doubts.
Hi, Pep. Not many managers have a positive record against you, but Antonio Conte does in this country with Chelsea and with Spurs. What particular problems do his sides present?
But I would say Antonio created problems in everyone, not just myself. So yeah, he beat me a lot, and it's always. So I admire the manager when they are authentic, when they are, when they believe in the principles. It doesn't matter what happened. They have an incredible philosophy. They have success in everywhere. In Siena, Juventus, in national team with Chelsea, and I think it's because he's a good manager. So have a good. All the good managers always have a good squads. When we have success, we have a good clubs and success. And I would say both of us, we we have this concept. So both we have a good teams and to do our best. So it's a big challenge. He's a good manager, competitor. So and his teams are really good.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.